alternate and prosecutor were out there in Burbank, California. And then the second day we got one of them prosecuted. The other two, we had to kind of, they walked off. We ended up calling the police after the fact.
Is the show real?
Oh, dude, that is so funny when people say that it's staged. Guys, if it was staged, well, number one, if it was staged, I wouldn't be out there. Number two, real cops are showing up and arresting these dudes. Like, you could look up the booking records. Like, it's 100% real. I mean, for those that said that it was fake, last time I remember when we did it in Miami, and we had that one dude, he ended up on he ended up on the news.
Yeah.
He ended up like with the judge reading him his charges and shit. Like, okay, so we're gonna fake it with the judge too. It's like, bro, it's 100% real, man. Like 100%. Now, with that said, obviously they have planned skits that they're gonna do when the predator shows up, right? Like break through the wall, or I'm gonna, have these robbers come in or whatever. Of course, that's planned, right? But the person coming there thinking that they're going to do X, Y, Z with a minor is all real.
So I saw a clip where Vitaly said that Quavo didn't pop up and he paid him money to show up.
Yeah, man, he didn't show. I mean, dude, it comes back to what me and you talk about all the time behind the scenes, man. Like, rappers are just really bad businessmen. At the end of the day, they're just really, really bad businessmen. They're not punctual. They're always high. He was like coming from a dispensary or some shit, like typical fiend shit. And that's just what it is with these guys. So yeah, I know you obviously had to, in the beginning of the podcast, make some moves, etc. here in Miami. Get these guys on the show in the beginning, kind of get our name out there, but yeah, once you get to a certain point and you're established, you really don't want to do business with them. I mean, you want to talk to that more?
I've been through a lot with rappers, and I think they have a ego that's out of this world, and if it's not about them, they really don't care. So
it's really bad, bro.
Yeah.
The ego is wild, man.
Mind you, reggaeton artists get way more exposure, way more love, and they are way more humble.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Way more humble.
Really?
Actually, Bad Bunny's humble as hell. I met Faruko, super cool guy. Like, these guys are, Nicky Jam too as well. Super humble people, bro.
Really?
They don't ever pop out and be like, oh yeah, I'm that nigga's like, good to meet you, bro. Like, all love.
Bills, what were you saying? Because I know you've done like sessions with these people.
Oh yeah, they make way more money. That's all I was saying.
Oh, they make more.
They make way more money.
They get more support
Bad
from
Bunny,
more
bro.
countries.
That nigga, yo.
Of course. Well, reggaeton is international. I mean, you can make the argument and say that hip hop is as well, but like, not as much as reggaeton artists, bro. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like if you look, what's the most played song on YouTube right now? I think it's a reggaeton song. What is it?
It's gotta be.
Is it Despacito or some shit?
I don't even know.
Probably like J Balvin or something.
I know the number is between 6 to 7 on the top 10 reggaeton.
Oh, like the top YouTube videos are reggaeton songs?
The top 10 songs?
Yeah.
6 or 7 of them are reggaeton songs.
Yeah, I believe it. And you guys keep in mind, like the Latin community is huge, right? Like, you got like so many different countries speak the Spanish language. So,
well, at least YG showed up.
Yeah. He was actually cool. He was cool. I'm not like he was pretty cool. He talked with everybody, being pleasant, stuff like that. So like, no, I have nothing bad to say. I think it's a majority of rappers, obviously not all, but he was cool. He almost attacked the fucking last guy that came in, man. So hopefully we held him back and kept him from doing anything, because that's like a lawsuit waiting to happen. But yeah, man, it's real, bro. Like it's because
I can imagine what if that's like his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
So he must have been pissed.
Yeah, and he had like his 2 guys with him and shit. So yeah, it wasn't good for that predator. But no, it was a good time, man. Catching these guys is always very gratifying. But yeah, for when people say it's fake or whatever, I'm just like laughing in my head, like, dude, there's cops. People are actually, you can look them up in the lockup. They're getting read their rights in front of judges. Like, how is this fake? Like, I'm there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't take part in it if it was on some bullshit. So it's like, no, man, this stuff is very, very fucking real. What I will say is that obviously they prepare, right? They got a whole team, like, and they're setting stuff up in the back, like for props and stuff. That's of course, that's staged, right? But that's part of the show. That's part of the show for the entertainment, so that when the guy does come in, which is all real and authentic, that they surprise him with wild shit and to see his reaction, right? So it's 1,000% real. When people say that stuff, I'm just like, holy crap. And it comes from a lot of Vitaly's haters, because as you guys know, right, like, and I got to give Vitaly his flowers here. He went from like a disgraced YouTuber, right, that everyone hated, like in 2020. I mean, obviously he got in trouble. He got in an altercation with the chick out of Miami Beach, etc. He was at a low point, a really bad low point, right? He was a disgraced YouTuber. Everyone admonished him. Everyone was like, fuck this guy, blah, 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 all this shit. Everyone hated him. And this is coming from a guy that used to be on top of the world in, like, what was Vitaly's problem? Would you say early 2010s?
Yo, the zombie pranks he used to do were a million views. Like, he was going viral. A lot.
He was.
A whole lot.
He was like,
I think he's the one that started the gold digger pranks, actually, on YouTube. That trend.
Yeah. I would say he's the one that mainstreamed pranks on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're going to talk about legendary prank channels on YouTube, it was him, Fuzi,
Human TV as well.
Okay. But he came later.
Yeah. Roman Atwood as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Bunch of guys like that.
I would say Vitaly was like the originator with the whole Russian hitman, whatever. So you go from doing that, right? You're getting millions upon millions upon millions of views. I think to this day his channel has like 10 million views, subscribers.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you segue into the other content that you make, right? The gold digger pranks, all those other stuff. You become a huge prank channel. You basically frontier an entire
generation,
like an entire genre. Like you frontier that shit, making YouTube pranks a thing. Then you get into this, you know, this low, because pranks start going down like 2016, 2017, 2018, and then 2020 gets in that altercation in Miami Beach. You know, get drugs and alcohol, right? All this crap comes in. And he built himself back up, and now he's rebranded and he's back out catching predators and stuff like that. So shout out to him. I'm very happy for him. But I think that's come with a lot of jealousy. That's why so many people go ahead and say, "Oh, this stuff is fake," blah blah blah, and like it's a lot of people that dislike him or his competitors.
There's a burden of performance for creators, especially like go out and make content, and it's not easy, man. Like you try doing this shit for 2, 3, 4, 5 years to maintain is really tough.
In his case, like 10 plus.
Yeah.
So
it's not easy.
So yeah, a lot of people hate, man. A lot of people are hating on him, whether maybe he didn't invite them on a show or a stream. They just don't like him or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. But I think he has one of the best comments. So we'll definitely talk about that when we have him on the show. They're out in LA now, but after they do their 10 or 12 day challenge, guys, they'll be here out in Miami. So we might end it in Miami. So
while you guys were catching peds, me and Bill's caught. A Shaniqua.
Yeah, can you explain to the chat what happened? Because some of them over there thinking like he really was like, really